I am very glad that the Senate is taking up the issue of energy this week. The bill we are debating takes positive steps forward to encourage energy efficiency in federal and commercial buildings, modernize the electric grid, and boost renewable sources of energy. I'm particularly pleased that provisions I work with on a bipartisan basis with Senators Coons and Collins to enhance the Weatherization Assistance Program and the State Energy Program are included. These provisions improve these programs that help low-income Americans reduce their energy bills by making their homes more energy efficient, and many of these individuals are senior citizens who are day by day struggling on fixed incomes, trying to pay not just the heating bill, but the grocery bill and many other bills. And I've long championed these cost-effective programs that are helping families across my state of Rhode Island and across the nation to provide a warm and safe home while also increasing energy efficiency. Indeed, weatherization to me is one of the most sensible steps. It's, in some respects, the low-hanging fruit. If we can reduce demand, then we can go a long way, not only in terms of our energy situation, but also our environmental situation. We are here today because of the great work of the chairwoman, Senator Murkowski, and the ranking member, Senator Cantwell. They've done an extraordinary job. I'm not surprising they are extraordinary members of this body. I want to personally thank and commend them for what they've done, and not just in this effort, but in so many other efforts. In fact, I joined Senator Cantwell as a co-sponsor of her bill that goes much further than the current bill on the Senate floor to modernize electrical infrastructure and promote greater use of domestic energy and renewable energy. But to both these senators, let me extend my thanks and commendation. One area I believe that needs further focus as we move forward is the issue of energy storage. And I'm glad to be working with my colleague from Nevada, Senator Heller, on amendments that support more efficient use of federal funding for energy storage research at the Department of Energy and encourage energy storage usage in public utilities. Advances in energy storage, advances in batteries, and sometimes it's the same thing, can help improve the reliability, resiliency, and flexibility of the grid, as well as reduce the potential for future rate increases, saving us all money on our utility bills. And we have, Senator Hell and I, introduced two amendments that we hope will spur action in this area. One amendment would give the Secretary of Energy the ability to coordinate energy storage research and development projects among the existing programs at DOE to maximize the amount of funding that goes towards research and minimize administrative costs. He does not, we feel, have that flexibility at the moment. And I've also joined Senator Heller in offering another amendment, in which he is the lead sponsor, that amends the Public Utility Regulatory Policies Act so that industry and state regulators must consider energy storage when making their energy efficiency plans. I also, in addition to these proposals, believe that we use this opportunity to encourage greater attention to the financial impacts of climate change caused by energy consumption. It is clear not only that the SEC needs to do more when it comes to critically reviewing the disclosures being filed by publicly traded companies, but also that the SEC's disclosure industry guides from mining companies and oil and gas companies should be updated to reflect the growing risk of climate change to these companies, in effect, to their shareholders. And that is why I'm offering an additional amendment that directs the SEC to update their industry guides, as well as to consider and incorporate appropriate suggestions from the United Nations Environment Program Finance Initiative report, which was published in 25 and entitled Climate Strategies Metrics, Exploring Options for Industrial and Institutional Investors. These disclosures are important to institutional investors, such as Allianz Global Investors, for example, which is a globalized, diversified, active investment manager with $477 billion in assets under management. They have specifically called for achieving better disclosure of the effects of carbon costs on the oil and gas companies. So what we are trying to do is respond to the growing demands of investors and shareholders so that they can make better judgments about their investments. It is also important to continue to invest in our energy infrastructure, support cutting-edge technology advancements, while effectively monitoring the effects of our energy consumption on our economy and our environment. And one way of doing this is, once again, to have and ensure that investors have the knowledge they need to make wise judgments about their investments. All told, Mr. President, this is very responsible and very appropriate legislation. We can make improvements, and I hope that the amendments that I propose, along with Senator Heller and my own amendment, can get favorable consideration as we move forward. But once again, let me thank Senator Murkowski and Senator Cantwell for extraordinary leadership.